The Simpsons series has made us laugh with its incredible stories and for almost 30 years. Therefore, over time, fans have created certain theories about events that occur within the series that have exploded our heads. I must be honest, many of them are silly, but others instead sound so convincing that everything indicates that if they are real, then they are worth to be deeply analyzed. So let's dig together the crazy Simpsons series. We have all seen the series, and it's becoming increasingly clear that stories have moved away from reality to the realm of absurd at some point, but why according to you? It all started with Homer the Heretic in 1992, a chapter where Homer actually has conversation with God. He is told by God that he only had 6 months left to live.
God, I gotta ask you something. What's the meaning of life?
Homer, I can't tell you that.
Come on.
You'll find out when you die.
I can't wait that long.
You can't wait 6 months?
No, tell me now.
Incredibly, 6 months later, the episode So It's Come to This was aired, where Bart makes a stone joke in which he leaves Homer in a coma. Time passes and everyone is quiet sad because Homer doesn't wake up. But then, out of nowhere, he gets up for some chocolate candy. Strangely, from that moment, the chapters became crazy. So according to the theory, what happens is that Homer doesn't wake up and is still in a coma and everything's happening in his mind, creating incredible adventures thanks to his boundless imagination. That's why strange and even famous characters appear in them. The Simpson family is full of geniuses in disguise, even if Homer can look a bit silly. Grandpa Abraham was particularly impressive in his prime, being a very gifted Simpson sergeant and almost getting 2 times the little German man with Charlie Chaplin's famous mustache, only in less funny. No other character in the series could have achieved such feats. Meet Homer. He's a genius with a crayon permanently lodged in his brain. But don't let that fool you. Without the crayon, he will be an even more extraordinary genius. So never underestimate him, no matter what object stuck in his head may be. After brilliant Marge dazzled universities with her genius intellect, she was regarded as one of the top students. Her intelligence went far beyond what anyone could have imagined. So much so that she might have been the president of the USA, had it not been for her nuptials with Homer. Let's continue with Bart, who although he looks stupid is actually very smart, but he doesn't like and denies it every time he can, because he doesn't want any pressure, he just wants a life of freedom. But when he really needs his intelligence, he shows it. For some, he even smarter than Lisa. But I mean, when we looked at how many stunts and elaboration he puts to get his prank perfectly done, it could be true. Now, Lisa. Well, she likes being a genius and will even rule the USA in the future after Trump's presidency, so nothing to challenge there. And finally, there is Maggie. She is gifted in every way, to the extent that she even knows how to handle guns. Today, Maud Flanders does not appear in the series since she died or because of Homer. That is why we could not see the growth and evolution of this character, even though what is the reality is that while she was alive, she was very different from all the members of the Flanders family, as she was not as devoted or as tender as her husband and children. That is why, according to other theory, Maud Flanders is really a sociopath, who has no empathy for other people and does not feel remorse for the actions she does or not. But who really is a sociopath? Well, if you meet a sociopath, you probably won't realize it because they usually appear charming or excellent liars and don't let their thoughts and emotions show. A sociopath has high self-esteem and thinks of himself as someone great above the rest and has no reservations about going over the heads of others without feeling remorse for his actions. Sociopaths know very well how to get what they want by lying and manipulating others. And they usually have risky behaviors, they are irresponsible and impulsive. Although it seems otherwise, a sociopath can perfectly turn into a criminal and commit criminal acts, but he will know very well how to cover his or her actions. If she or he does something very wrong, the sociopath will not be so wrong, although, thanks to his or her intelligence, he or she usually does not get into trouble. Sociopaths have difficulty accepting authority and may feel paranoid about the possibility of someone else being in charge. So Maud Flanders is a sociopath because she has all the characteristics. For example, when Marge becomes an entrepreneur, Maud is the one who suggests a group of friends talk and feels no remorse to confront Marge and put her out of business. Neither during the World Series, when she was alive, she seemed to feel love for her husband, and it is that she was never seen to dedicate gestures of affection to him. In addition, she was always observed to be cold and calculating. It seemed that she was married to Ned more for convenience than for love, and not only for that, since there are several occasions where it seems that she wants him dead. For example, when in one episode, Ned is attacked by a bear and she does nothing to save him. Some believe that if she had not died, she would have ended up killing him. Yes, sounds pretty crazy, but to prove this theory, these facts, in one episode, we see that she returns as a soul in pain, which means that she is not in heaven, but in hell. And in another episode, we see how she became the sensual and perverse wife of the devil. In the same moment, we decide that the devil sends God, thus seeing that he is the most powerful being in the series. So if Maud is the wife of the devil and she manipulates him, who ends up being the most perverse is Maud Flanders. Yes, I know, this is amazing. In Season 8 was presented one of the most memorable episodes in the history of The Simpsons. That was only moves twice a month. There, we see how the family moves to another city, which is perfect compared to Springfield. The change occurs because Homer gets a job and has a new boss named Hank Scorpio, and who is the opposite of Mr. Burns. As he is kind, good with his employees, trusts Homer and supports him. He is also young and modern, only he's hiding a big secret. He really is an amazing genius villain. So good that he even will kill the most famous spy in the world, James Bond, nicknamed 007. Homer was ecstatic about his new job, but unfortunately, his family decided to move back to Springfield in order for them all to be together. As soon as they arrived on Zoo, they saw news that Hank had overtaken the east coast of America. In an act of gratitude towards Homer for suggesting it wouldn't have been possible without him before he left, Hank sent a telegram offering him ownership over a football team. He does this because in the previous conversation, Homer told him that his dream was to own a football team. But when Homer finds out what teams he's been given, he is disappointed, because to him, the Broncos are very bad, so Homer wanted to own the Dallas Cowboys. According to this chapter theory, the Simpson family are living a life without economic strife that was previously seen in earlier episodes. This can be attributed to the ownership of the Broncos, who are worth an incredible $2.4 billion. With such wealth, Homer is able to not worry about money, content, and has enjoyed varied careers: music star, voice actor in cartoons, and even astronaut, as well as his boss job at the nuclear power plant, which pays quite nicely. Thanks to Homer's financial stability, he is able to provide a good life for himself and his family without fear of any financial woe. And do you know other nice theories about The Simpsons? Do you have other specific theories about The Simpsons that worth working on? Let me know and I'll make another video or not even more detailed about it. In all cases, thank you and see you next Friday on this same channel.